So our topic is third quarter products to source and sell. This is again your time, your opportunity to start getting ready for third quarter because it is knocking on your door. It's right around the corner. We're about to finish Q2. I hope that you finished Q2 strong, that you were able to get the numbers that you were shooting for, or you have met your targets or reached your goals for Q2. So don't let up off the gas. Keep your foot down on the pedal to finish Q2 strong, but we do have to start preparing for Q3 and thinking about Q3. I typically start thinking about Q3 probably the middle of May and then, beginning of June. And now Q3 is here. So let's talk about it. Kelly, the first one is yours. Oops, maybe.
Yeah. Replenishables. Yeah. We got to say that every quarter. It's just
Yep.
sell the stuff that keeps on selling.
Yep.
Have those steady eddies going on so got always have some income coming in.
Absolutely. And I mean, just think about it. In third quarter, you still have some major holidays. So July, 4th of July, even though it's knocking on our door, you've got a Labor Day weekend. That's still that last hoorah to get outside and break out the grill for some reason. And for many people, have backyard parties or whatever, or go camping and stuff like that. And
It's all
so
the
those,
parents celebrating the kids going back to school. Yay!
absolutely. That's a reason to get a lawn chair and to sit out there and wait for the school bus. Absolutely. But yeah, so July, August, and September replenishables. These are things that run out. The next one is consumables. I just talked about those cake stirs that you could source from Sam's Club. So get in your car and go get some of those. But as you're going back to school, you got all these kids that are going back to college. They're going to need a bunch of snacks, or they're going to college for the first time. They get those little snack gift boxes. You got kids starting school. So after they ate the parents at a house and home all summer long, now you got to go to school. They're going to send lunches to school unless they're going to let them eat the school crap. We don't know. Um, but in any case, consumables, things that, people are still going to be barbecuing. So if it's not always about the packaged eating, it could be sauces for your barbecue, or seasonings, or spices, or marinades. It could be coffee and tea, all of the consumables that people buy all the time, that they eat up. Cereal, people love cereal. So consumables.
Back to school. And you're like, what? Yeah. If you watch, as soon as 4th of July is over, the back to school sales start. So you want to make sure you get those good deals and get those into Amazon fast, because some people don't want to be bothered by going from store to store to store to find the uh, fat pencils they have to find for their kindergartner, or the certain kind of writing pad. They're like, I'm busy. I work all the time, so I'm just going to order it all from Amazon. And, you know, make some bundles is a good way for back to school. I used to, get the pencil box and throw in some crayons and pencils and scissors, and you know you can even do a themed one for I had for a while. I had Star Wars theme set up, so you can do all sorts of things with back to school. You know, uh,
Absolutely.
mm-hmm,
And don't forget about the clothes, shoes, socks, all that other fun stuff for back to school for
mm-hmm.
kids. Jackets, all of the stuff that they wear, carry, that kind of stuff, in addition to school supplies. So don't forget. Next is back to school, back to college. So there are some kids that, adults, I guess they're not kids when they are going to college. So you have your high schoolers that just graduated that are going to college for the first time. And then you also have those that are going back to college to finish out. So There's going to be a lot of stuff that they're going to need to get their dorm room pulled together and the supplies that they're going to need, for that first year. Because parents are like, look, I'm not sending you money every single week or every single month. You're going to have to learn how to manage a budget and ration. You won a scholarship or your whatever, I pay for your tuition that includes your meals. So eat what they have in the commissary. So there will be a lot of purchasing of things that you need to get your dorm room ready, or if you're going to do an apartment situation with others, to get your room ready. There's also, again, all the supplies. So if you're not really sure, you can always Google what would a new college student need that's going to live in a dorm? What would a new college student need that's going to be living in an apartment? And you can also use tools like ChatGPT. Like, even though ChatGPT information is only good until 2021, that is something that is pretty standard. That question, it doesn't matter if you ask the question in 2022 or 2023. The answer is pretty much going to be close to the same over and over again. So those types of things that you need, laptops. So if you don't want to sell the electronics, sell the accessories for the electronics, phone covers, laptop covers, carrying cases, things like that, things that they can label, personalize. So if you're doing print on demand, this is a great opportunity for some print on demand personalization, all of that.
Fall autumn prep for clothes and accessories. So, the weather to start cooling down. I wish it would already here. It's 100 and something degrees here in Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went swimming that for my parents' thing, and that was like swimming in bath water. That was so warm. But so you could get ready for cooler weather with flannel shirts and scarves and boots and all that such. Also fall, he's also bringing in, football's going to start. So everyone want their football team gear and colors and that kind of such. And then, basketball starts up again in the fall. And so all those fall sports and, everything for fall that you need.
That's
That we
right.
have, well, we have like a 2-week fall session here in Texas. So
Yep. And then we have fall prep for this not closed. So things that people are going to do in the fall, they're going to start acquiring those things in third quarter, of course. Maybe they're in an area where it gets cooler faster. And so they've got to start preparing for, like, I've got to cover my boat or cover my motorcycle. So they might get tarps. Maybe you got to get a generator because you're prone to hurricane season and hurricane areas. Maybe you need to winterize your house because it gets cold. Like, there are different things that people will buy or do to get ready for the fall, and they start that in third quarter. So you want to source all of those things. You don't want to wait until you're there, like right there, and the thing is happening in real time. You want to source those things in advance because you know that that window that any of that stuff can happen is going to be broad. The U.S. is a big country, and so the further south is going to stay hot longer. Bless our hearts. And the further north, it's going to get cooler sooner. So, we look for the cool here down in Texas. We so want some cool air because it's so hot. But in any case, up north, it's cool for them probably at the end of August, beginning of September, and they're already ready to wear the fall stuff. So then they also are preparing for potentially early snow. Snow is early for them, sometimes even October. So they want to buy that thing to cover up their car or get the ice scrapers early to scrape the window or whatever it happens to be. So don't overlook the opportunity to start sourcing those things in third quarter and listing them.
and pumpkin spicing.
Yes.
Halloween.
Yep.
Halloween. I mean, it's like, I think, the second most holiday that people decorate for. They decorate big for Christmas and they decorate big for Halloween. So, I'd sell bonkers on Halloween on when I sold on Amazon. And I'd go ahead and list that stuff on eBay too, and I'd sell them on eBay. So don't overlook holiday decorations, Halloween costumes, mostly just outdoor decorations. And then you can even make. I sold Halloween candy that I found for a lower price. I sold it on Amazon. So just be careful about anything chocolate or anything meltables. You have to know about the meltable dates on
Exactly.
Amazon.
FBA.
Yeah,
And even if you're not doing Amazon FBA, like you want to check with your fulfillment center 3PL to see what they say because they probably have something.
and if you're shipping yourself, I don't know if I'd be in Texas trying to ship stuff in September that's chocolate because it would be a soupy mess by the time it got to anyone. But
Yep. Agreed. Fourth quarter inventory products and ideas. You definitely want to do this in third quarter if you didn't already start on in second quarter. Like any products based on your selling history that you know are going to sell. If you didn't already order that inventory, you better be ordering it in third quarter. If you have some ideas, maybe bundle ideas, maybe some products that you feel like this is going to sell really well this year, maybe because of something that's happening in the news or happening in the environment or happening in certain circles, then you need to go ahead and source that stuff now. So whether it's sourcing products, preparing to create your listings for products, getting that product in house so that maybe you can take some pictures or whatever it happens to be. You need to be doing that in early third quarter, not late third quarter, early third quarter. Prepare for fourth quarter in third quarter at the latest. Anything you want to add to that, Kelly?
no, just be ready. I've already been listing some Christmas stuff for eBay, so
There you go.
I'm getting ahead of the
There you
trend there.
there you go.
For elections. So this isn't a big electoral year, but there's some like maybe small elections going around in cities or and such. Usually it's the even years that has the bigger elections. But um, you know, when people want stuff for elections, they want the red, white, and blue and such for their parties and anything. So, look out for that kind of stuff.
There you go. Holiday themed decorations. So we did talk about some holidays, and you definitely want to start working on the holiday themed decorations. We have, third, fourth quarter holidays are just going to be a lot, but there's a handful of third quarter. So, whatever that happens to be, and it could be a non-US holiday. It could be a holiday that's big in another country. So you should do that research to find that out. Hint, hint, hint. There might be some great opportunities there, sourcing opportunities. But holiday themed decorations, and as Kelly already said, pumpkin spice, literally, like I feel like August the 31st, that pumpkin spice is sitting right on the edge, ready to jump over the cliff. It probably is going to be out on August the 25th, if we're going to be honest. But yeah. So holiday themed decorations and holiday themed scents and holiday themed foods, all of that stuff. You should be thinking about that in third quarter.
So, pet products and supplies. So, um, with summer being over, people need stuff for their dogs. Maybe their dog was more outside and now it's getting colder, so the dog's more inside. So, he needs new indoor toys to play with and such. So, You know, they're, dogs always need to be fed. They always, cats always need litter box stuff. So, um, it's just never ending. I know I have a dog and two cats, so we're always buying them products and supplies.
Yeah. And I mean, you're going into the fourth quarter, so Halloween costumes for dogs.
Yep.
This is a great time to source them. So any of that stuff. All right. So
I
we
don't know if
hope
my
that
dog would let me put him in a costume. That would be a interesting.
she's like, it's not happening. It's not happening. All right, so we hope that this was helpful. We hope that you take some notes, come back and listen to the replay. Share this out with a friend. Let somebody else know about the Ecom Sellers podcast. Share it with them and let them know that we broadcast on Tuesdays at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. And use this information to make really good sourcing ideas or sourcing to really use it to help you with your sourcing. And if you're struggling to try and figure out what to source, like hopefully you got some really good ideas out of this list. And if you've got a private label product, maybe there's some ideas that are triggered that you can start putting together some complementary products that go well with your products. Or if you're thinking about private labeling some stuff, really white label, private label. But anyway, if you're thinking about doing that, these hopefully will give you some great ideas.